Hi, everybody. It's me, Sailor. Hi, everybody. It's me, Jordan Long here. And today I'm going to talk about people who have theories, but then they think they're a fact. Okay, you got small planets in our solar system, and Pluto happens to be one of these multiple small planets. Now, what I find pretty sad or makes no sense to me is the theory that since Pluto is a small planet, it's not a planet anymore. Now, what makes a planet differ? Now, a planet is not a star, and it's not an asteroid or a meteorite or a comet. Okay, it's not a moon. A planet has a moon. Pluto does have a moon. Its name is Charon. Okay, Pluto does have a gravitational pull. Obviously, it does, or Charon will have not stayed orbited around Pluto if it hasn't. Pluto also does have a orbit. Now, many people are going to claim that there's no proof to say this, but Pluto does have an orbit. Now, it takes longer for Pluto to orbit around the sun one time because it's more far out than all the other planets in the solar system, making Pluto's days probably longer than all the other planets' making Pluto's years longer than all the other planets. Now you got these people who think because they're smart that makes it a fact. The only facts I said or what I said in the video are facts. These all can be proven. But they think because Pluto's a small planet, it's not a planet anymore. Pluto is not a planet anymore because it's a small planet. Mario, that makes no sense. Why call it a planet if it's not a planet? You know the term small planet, right? The word planet, it's still in that name, right? So, it's still a planet. I just presented you with evidence and facts that can be proven. Gravitational pull, orbit, a moon, all the things that stars, moons, asteroids, meteorites, and comets do not have. Okay? They do not have these things. Well, it's not a planet. Well, then, what is it then? I don't know. Yeah, that's how these people act like. They don't know. They claim they're highly intelligent. They claim they're really smart. But in reality, they can't come up with anything to call something that's no longer a planet anymore. They'll sit there and they'll argue about why they think it's not a planet anymore. But in the end of the day, they cannot not call it a planet anymore. It's like you tell them it has an orbit, it has a gravitational pull, it has a moon, things that obviously moons, asteroids, meteorites, and comets don't have. Obviously, the sun does not have a gravitational, well, maybe the sun does have a gravitational pull. I don't think it does, but anyway, stars, asteroids, meteorites, and comets, and moons are not planets. So yeah, but these people, when it comes to coming up with names, they're really bad at it. They got to give a name and put a bunch of numbers and letters in it so you know that they're not that smart. They'll claim they're smart. You'll have people who worship them and say, oh, you think you're smarter than they are. No, I never claim to be smarter than them, but I am here to tell you that their theory that a small planet is not a planet is stupid. So you're telling me that because it's smaller than all the other planets, and because it has a gravitational pull and an orbit and a moon, it's not a planet anymore. That makes no sense. That's what they say, Yeah, that's their theory. They have no evidence or proof to back it up. Okay? The only evidence they have is it has a moon. The only facts is it has a moon, an orbit, a gravitational pull. Okay, that's all. That proves it's a planet. But it's small. What, you got problems with small planets, that every planet in the solar system is supposed to be big? I mean, look, we got gas giants and we got solar bodies, right? and they all come in different shapes and sizes. God created different planets in different shapes and sizes. So just because you don't like small planets, you can't take away its planetary status. Now, these people are going to probably use big words because that's what people do and try to make themselves sound more smarter. They try to use big words. They're going to try to use a whole bunch of romance words to make themselves look like they're more smarter, but in reality, they're not. They're going to try to come up with they're going to try to come up with really bogus claims. They're going to use some pseudoscience out there that they're going to use. They're going to try to come up with all kinds of stupid reasons why the small planet theory is a fact. But in reality, they can't take away its gravitational pull, its orbit, or the fact it has a moon. They can't disclaim any of this, and they certainly can't claim it's not. So they're going to use a lot of big words. They're going to say, I say it's a small planet, and my doctorate backs me up. I'm smarter than you because I went to college, community college, and university. I know what I talk about. When I say Pluto not a planet anymore, good for you, highly smart person. But just since you go to school or go to learn, and doesn't make it a fact. You know, that's your theory that Pluto's not a planet, but it's not a fact. And since you think you're smarter than me, just because one has gone to more places of learning than other people and have pieces of have pieces of paper that give them proof that they completed learning courses, does not make them smarter than me. And you are not smarter than me, and Pluto is still a planet because you're not a planet, it's just a theory. Yeah, whatever. So I chose to use a lot more Germanic words than Romance words. Okay? But Pluto's still a planet. Okay? That's their theory. And that's their theory. God gave it an orbit. God gave it a gravitational pull. God gave Pluto a moon. So God created Pluto as a planet. These people don't like it. That's too bad. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you enjoyed this video.